Hi, my name is Emmy. Welcome to my channel Yoga with Em. In this video, I'm going to run you through a 40-minute yoga flow where you're going to feel lots of movement, balance, length and strength. Remember, if you like this video and you want more, remember to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, go and grab your mat and come and join me for a yoga flow. Welcome to your yoga flow. Join me standing at the top of your mat. Step your feet hip width, maybe a little wider, a nice, comfortable, secure base. Bring your hands to your heart center. Ground down through your feet. Engage pelvic floor. Engage your core and lengthen through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders down and begin to tune into your breath. As you inhale, open your arms wide. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Inhale, reach on up for the sky. And exhale, back down, hands to heart. Inhale, open up wide. Exhale, bring your hands through center. Inhale, reach for the sky and lengthen, a full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. One more cycle. Inhale, really open up through the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to your heart. And now stepping your feet, maybe even a little bit wider. Again, find that base. Ground down through the soles of your feet. Knees slightly soft, slight bend to the knee. Place right hand over the left. Engage your core, draw the low belly in. And reach out your right hand as we twist. Inhale as you twist. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back through center. Place left hand on top of right. And as you inhale, reach your left hand open wide. Twisting. Exhale, settle into your twist, eye gaze towards your thumb. Inhale, find the length through the crown of the head. Exhale, come back through center. Let's take it to the right again, right hand on top. Reach around and twist. Exhale, center. Left hand on top and twist. Exhale, come back through center. Release your hands down by your sides. And now take a gentle swaying movement. Allow your arms to completely relax. Let go of tension in your arms, in your hands, in your wrists and your fingers. And you can make this motion as fast or as slow as you like. Just feeling relaxed and loose in your body, a slight bend to your knees. Make this movement playful and easy. And then we come back through center. We're going to take a warm-up flow. You can keep your feet at hip width, or you can bring your big toes touching and heels apart. Once again, ground down through your feet, engage through your core, lifting pelvic floor, lengthening through crown of head. Roll your shoulders back and down, fingertips reach down towards the earth as we begin in mountain pose. This is a sun salutation A variation. So let's inhale together and reach up and lengthen. Palms come together. Exhale, fold on forward and bend the knees as much as you need. Send the right foot back. I'll mirror you. So I've sent right foot back and we just pause here in our low lunge. Drop your right knee, uncurl the toes and perhaps lift the eye gaze, equestrian pose. We're going to bring the hands to the mat, send the left foot back into a plank, so top of a press-up position. We're going to begin by lowering from the knees, so bring your knees down to the mat. Your core is engaged, your elbows close to your ribs, lower all the way down as you exhale. Baby Cobra. Inhale and lift the chest, a gentle back bend. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Spread the fingers wide, protecting the wrists, and send your hips back and high into a downward facing dog. Press into the tips of your fingers. Feet are hip width. The right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Step right foot in between your hands. Keep the back knee lifted as we pause in our lunge. Step left foot in between hands, forward fold. Inhale as you come to a halfway lift. Flatten the back, find length through to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, fold. One more time. Now breathe in and rise all the way to the top. Extended mountain pose. And then bring your hands back down through heart center. Let's reset. Fingertips draw down to the earth. Ground down evenly through the feet. Feet hip width or big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Engage the core, pelvic floor, shoulders, roll them back and down. Lengthen once again through the crown of the head, mountain pose. Inhale with me now, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold on forward, bending the knees as much as you need. Left foot, step left foot back. And just pause and feel into this lunge. Drop the back knee down. Eye gaze lifts, equestrian pose. And then tuck the toes under, send the right foot back and join me for plank, top of a push-up position. You can stay on your toes or you can drop down to the knees with me. The core is engaged. The elbows stay close, hugging close to the ribs. Let's lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, baby cobra. Take your back bend. Exhale, lower on down. As you inhale, send your hips back and find your downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, left foot rises to the sky and then exhale as you step left foot through. Just pause for a moment in your lunge. Your knee is stacked above your ankle. Step your back foot through. We're into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, fold forward. Now inhale, rise all the way, palms come together above head. And exhale your hands through heart center. So we're going to flow through that sequence one more time with a little bit more speed, moving with our breath. Begin in Dandasana, mountain pose. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Drop the knee, equestrian. Exhale as you send your left foot back. Find your plank. Breathe in at the top of your plank and then exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right foot to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps through. Left foot follows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold on forward. Inhale, rise and shine, extended mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Continue to flow with me. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back, equestrian. Exhale into your plank from knees or toes, lower down with control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, left foot to the sky. Exhale, step left foot through. Right foot follows. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold on forward. And then inhale, rise all the way to the top. Maybe eye gaze to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart. So we should be feeling a little bit more length, a little bit warmer and stronger in the whole body. We're going to take a fun standing flow now called walking the dragon. So from here, walk the feet hip width. Ground down through your feet. Find that length once again. And then raise your right knee, balancing on the left leg for crane. Really reach on high with your arms. Find the length. We're going to bring our hands to our heart and just rest the ankle over the knee. Sitting down a little for a balancing pose called owl. This is peaceful owl with the hands at the heart. We're going to fly our dragon. So spread your wings of your dragon for balance and then send your right leg behind you. Your toes can touch down, or perhaps we're floating the back leg. So a real strength in both the standing leg and the floating leg. The glute is engaged, lifting the leg. Keep your heart center lifted. Land your dragon, place that back foot down and open the wings of your dragon. So open up through the heart center. I stretch all across the chest. Bring your hands down to your hips and we're going to walk the dragon. So we're pulsing for 2, and then I want you to pivot to face the back of the mat and pulse for 2. Pivot to face me again, pulse for 2. And then we're going to open the wings of our dragon one more time. We're going to float the back foot forward and through for crane. And then bring your hands down to your heart, place the right foot down. Reset. Find your breath, find your center. Ground down, root down through the feet, and then find that length through the crown of your head. Let's flow through walking the dragon on the left side. Inhale, left knee rises, crane. Peaceful owl, bring your hands to your heart and just cross ankle over opposite knee. And perhaps you sit back a little bit for this standing balance. Flying your dragon, spread your wings and send your left leg strong behind you. And it's okay for your toes to touch down to the mat if you need. Land your dragon. Land the back foot. Open the wings, opening the heart. Bring your hands down to your hips and let's pulse as we walk our dragon. Pivot to the back of your mat and pulse here. We're building strength in the lower body, and this is also lovely stretches for your hips. Open your wings once again. Beautiful stretch across your chest. And now float your back foot forward and raise the knee for crane. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, let's flow through this sequence together, left and right, flowing with the breath. Inhale, right knee raises for crane. Exhale, peaceful owl. Inhale, fly your dragon. Exhale, land your dragon. Inhale, open your wings. And then as you exhale, begin to pulse. Pivot and pulse for 2. Pivot and pulse. Knee is stacked above ankle in this version of a lunge. All right, pause here, open the wings. Come back through crane, so glide your back foot up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, raise that left knee. Find your strength and balance in your graceful crane. Exhale, peaceful owl. Inhale, fly. Exhale, land. Inhale, open your wings. Exhale, pulse. Pivot and walk the dragon. Last time, pulse. Open your wings. Float through for your final crane. Bringing your hands to your heart. Find your breath here. As we tune back into our breath, let's go through the breathing exercise we did at the start of the sequence. So open wide as you inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, One more time, open and wide, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Reach for the sky, breathe in. Exhale to your heart. We're going to take a standing balance tree pose, but this is tree pose with a difference because we're linking to the flow that we've already done. So please take the weight into your right foot, really engage the muscles in your right leg, and perhaps you come onto your left toes. Engage your core and find something to look at, to focus your eye gaze on, that's not me, but something in the room that's not moving. And maybe your foot comes to your calf height, or you can take your foot high if you'd like to, avoiding pressing into the knee joint, so it's either above or below. Then wherever you are, you can stay here with your hands at your heart, or you can open your arms wide as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, reach for the sky. This is the challenge. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, one more time, let's try that. Inhale, open and wide. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to your heart, and then take the foot down to the mat. You can pedal through your legs if you need a little bit of sensation coming back there. Let's take the balance on the other side. So really ground down now through your left foot and find that strength, the engagement in your left leg. The right toes may touch down. Take it to the level you need. Low or high. Engage your core and then find that point to focus on in your room. You can join me for the flow with the arms if you'd like to. Inhale, open on up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Challenge is to reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, try again now. Inhale, open on up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Big challenge, maybe take your eye gaze upward. Bring your hands to your heart and take the foot to the floor. We're going to come down now for some work on the mat. So please step your feet hip width or actually a little wider. Turn the toes out. And I'm going to come down through a yoga squat. So meet me on down there in yoga squat. Yoga squat is a great stretch for the hips, and I love using it as a transition. It's a great way from getting from standing to being down on the floor doing our mat work and having that beautiful stretch through the hips. Keep your heart lifted and find length through the crown of your head. If you're feeling pain or this is really uncomfortable, you just come to sitting on the mat as soon as you need to. Listen to your body. If you need a little bit more, press with your elbows into those inner thighs to intensify your stretch. And then wherever you are now, let's all come to seated. We're going to take a pose called boat pose, and it's great for the core and the hip flexors. So I'm just beginning I'm starting in staff pose, but actually we don't have to set up in staff pose for this. We're going to bend the knees. Take a hold of your thighs and find that balancing place on the sit bones. So just maybe sit back a little bit. I want you to really lengthen through your spine. So find a real length and then engage through the core. So don't allow yourself to round. Keep your shoulders back. All right, so now you've got really good posture and alignment here. Your core stays engaged, and maybe you want to join me now in lifting the toes off the mat. So your shins are parallel to the mat, your core is still working, drawing the lower belly in, and you're still balancing. And then perhaps from here, join me in reaching your arms out and forward, really reaching through your fingertips. And then when you're here and you're balancing and you're working, you're going to breathe. So remember not to hold your breath. Remember to keep that core working. The belly is drawing in, but we're breathing. And then if you want to take it to the next level, you can start to straighten out the legs. Maybe just find that point where you're balancing and breathing. And then we're going to bring our toes down. Take a counter posture now. Hug the knees. Rest your head down towards your knees. And tune back into your breath. Come home to your breath. Beautiful. We're going to take another seated posture now, and we will start in Dandasana, staff pose. So please have your legs long in front of you. Your feet will be flexed, and you'll place your hands on the mat down by your sides. You're going to sit really tall, grounding down through the sit bones and finding that length through the spine. All right, we're going to take a pose that will get into the hips and also the shoulders. It's one of my favorites, Gomukhasana, cow-faced pose. So take your right leg over the top of your left leg. All right, maybe just hug your knee in here for a moment. You may stay with the leg position like this in half cow face pose, or you may wrap the left leg around. Check that you're not sitting on your heels, so untuck your heels if they're tucked under your bottom. My feet are just slightly flexed. I've just got a slight flex to my toes. And then I'm sitting tall, and you might feel this in your hips already. Hope so. We're going to add the stretch for the shoulders now. We're going to add the arms. So my right leg is over the top. So I'm taking my right hand down and just reaching up my back. So the back of my hand is resting on my back. And then the left hand will go up and over, and maybe your fingertips can reach one another and interlace, forming a bind. The top elbow drawing up, the bottom elbow drawing down, finding a length through your spine. So you're sitting tall and you're grounding down evenly through both sit bones. Gomukhasana. We've got some beautiful stretches going on in your shoulders right now. Breathe. Release the bind if your fingertips manage to reach one another. Please don't worry if they did not. And now roll your shoulders. Find a bit of movement here. Release the bind in your legs now. You feel free to move your legs, kind of pedal through the legs if that feels good for you. And then join me again in Dandasana, staff pose. We reset here. So this time your left leg is going to go over the top. We're taking cow face pose on the other side. So maybe you're here in the half version with the legs, or maybe the leg wraps around. Grounding down through both sit bones evenly. Just notice what you feel in the hips. Now let's add the arms. So my left leg is on top, so my left arm goes up behind the back, and the right arm comes up and over. And maybe your fingers are just reaching for each other, or maybe they hold onto the back of your t-shirt to grip on. Otherwise, they might hook on. You might be able to form a bind, the fingers reaching one another. And then sit tall, really lengthen through the crown of the head, ground down through your sit bones, and feel that stretch in your shoulders and your hips. Breathing deeply. Let's release the bind in the arms. Again, roll your shoulders, bring a bit of movement back, and release the bind in your legs, pedaling through the legs. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So I'm keeping my right leg extended and I'm drawing my left leg in towards my body. And for this posture, this is my dog Missy. She's going to join us. So Missy, if you sit down, you can join us for the seated postures. All right. So frame your torso so it's facing towards your extended leg. Again, grounding down evenly through your sit bones. We're going to get a stretch through this hamstring of the extended leg. Your toes are flexed. Inhale, reach on up. And exhale to fold on down. Hi Missy, you joining for this posture? So perhaps we can begin by the eye gaze going just up and looking over the toes. Feeling a length through the spine. And then, hi Missy, a little bit more of a surrender. So relaxing your head and your neck. And really feeling into the hamstring of the extended leg, feeling that stretch. Slowing down the breath. Inhaling as you come back upright, and then we'll change over and take the stretch on the other side. So, if Missy's going to allow, here we go Missy, we're going to extend the other leg out now please, and you've got the opposite leg drawn into the groin. Toes are slightly flexed. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to stretch over you today Missy, but we'll give it a go. So inhale, find your length. And exhale, fold over the extended leg. Okay Missy, you're going to move over a little bit now. Hey, thank you buddy. Look over the top of your toes. Hey Missy, you can just chill. And then exhale as you relax your head and your neck. Tuning into your breath. Feeling into the hamstring. Yes, Missy, we're stretching. Inhale, come back up through center. Extend both legs. We're going to take a seated forward fold now, full Paschimottanasana. So we're going to feel that stretch through both hamstrings. Hey Missy, you can lay down. Inhale, reach on up, and exhale, fold on forward. And it's okay if your hands are maybe not reaching your toes, if they just reach somewhere on the leg or the ankle. Absolutely fine, as long as you're feeling a stretch through your hamstrings. And then once again, relax your head and your neck and really feel into the area where we're feeling the stretch. Use your exhalation to breathe softness into your hamstrings. Let's inhale as we come back on up. All right, join me on the back body. So find yourself on your back body laying down on the mat. Walk the soles of your feet up close to your butt and rest your hands down by your sides, palms are face down. So alignment set up for bridge pose. Your knees are going to stay in line with your hips. Your head and your neck stay in line with the spine. The feet, we've walked them really close to the body. And so now press into your feet as you lift your hips. Start pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the hips, aware of the alignment of the legs. The knees stay in line with the hips, pressing down firmly into your feet. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, clasp your hands underneath your body and you can roll your shoulders under a little, lifting your chest. Perhaps a very slight and subtle tuck of the chin, finding a nice alignment of spine and neck. Keep pressing the hips and breathe. The glutes are engaged. Release the bind if your hands are clasped. And then very carefully and slowly lower down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Take it nice and easy. And when we're down there, a counter posture, hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe a little bit of a rocking and rolling from side to side. Let's come for a stretch into the hips now. Reclining figure 4 stretch. So extend one foot to the sky. Keep the other planted down on the mat. And then rest the ankle over opposite knee. Reach on through, both feet flexed, and draw that thigh in towards the body. Feel the stretch in your hip of your leg closest to you. If you need a little bit more, you can hug that thigh in closer. Try to relax all lines of expression in your face. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Breathe into your hip. On your next exhalation, place both soles of the feet down onto the mat. As we change over, extending the opposite leg now, and then resting the ankle down above the knee. Reach on through, flexing the feet. The reclining figure 4 stretch is a great alternative to pigeon pose or swan pose. So know that this is an option available for you in any yoga class if those other postures just are not working for you. Relax lines of expression on the face. Try to relax your shoulders as much as possible. And really feel into the hip. Breathe ease into your hip. As you exhale, lower down both feet to the mat. Supine twist, great for spine health and digestive system. So I'm going to hug both knees into the chest, and then engaging my core, I'm going to just lower my knees gently over to one side. Perhaps one hand can hold onto the knees, hugging them in, and the other arm is long on the floor. Slowing down the breath. Coming back home to your breath. A letting go of any tension we're holding on to. Surrendering to gravity. Allowing our digestive system to be nourished and our spine to be nourished. Engage your core just a little as the knees come back through center And we lower gently on over to the other side. Tuning into your breath, letting go of anything you're holding on to, and enjoying this final posture. Finally, Shavasana. Bring your knees through center and then extend your legs long on your mat. Allow your feet to turn out to the edges of your mat. Rest your hands down by your sides. You can stay here for as long as you like, tuning into your breath. Otherwise, our practice closes here. Thank you for joining me for today's flow. Namaste.